Hello, hello. And now we are live. Okay, last time we have talked about the use of JavaScript alerts, and we have continued the introduction of JavaScript through the means of changing images using JavaScript. Now, for today, we're going to be moving on to our next lesson. Hopefully naman yung bakasyon nyo kahapon is more than enough for you to be prepared. Medyo mahaba ng konti yung lesson natin for today. Medyo mahaba ng konti yung project na gagawin natin. Kaya medyo magmamadali na tayo. I'm now going to be sharing my screen to you. And there we go. Now, bago tayo mag-start, ito yung example ng gagawin natin later on. Okay? I have noticed this trend na nangyayari dito sa mga paano natin, sa mga latest na performance tests natin. Yung first na meeting natin, we have created the JavaScript function kung saan pinapakita niya yung about yourself, ini-introduce ka one at a time. Okay? One single paragraph about you one at a time by the press of the button. Then dinagdagan natin siya kung saan naglagay na tayo ng mga functions para magpakita ng alerts and i-show yung mukha ninyo. This time, gagawa na naman tayo ng isa pang tungkol sa atin. Okay. One more introduction about ourselves. This time, quiz naman. Tingnan natin kung alam niyo ba talaga kayo or alam ba ng mga friends or ng classmates niyo talaga kayo. Okay. This is a quiz about yourself. Okay, a quiz about yourself. Now, this is just an example. So, what is my section? Kunyari, ano yung section ko? If I were going to be picking, ito kasi yung gamit ko sa inyo. And how many classes do I teach? Okay. Once I have selected the options that I want, wag pinindot ko show the answer, may lilitaw para i-indicate kung ano yung tamang answer sa quiz ninyo. Okay, so tamang answer ng quiz ninyo. Similar to what you're seeing right now. And this is what we're going to be doing for today. Okay, this is what we're going to be doing for today. Now, the lesson for today is going to be text decoration and borders. The lesson proper is, of course, first muna, malalaman muna natin kung bakit na ba natin kailangan ng font in web development. Why do we need to use different fonts and font styles, font decoration in web development, and a review on the CSS font properties. For newcomers na hindi pa na-encounter ang web development 1, dito kayo makakakuha ng mga ideas kung paano nyo isa-style through CSS yung inyong mga text and fonts. And of course, this is going to be a review for the old students na na-encountered na yung web development 1. Same lang din yon doon sa CSS border properties. Dito natin ma-review yung mga iba't ibang parts ng borders through CSS. And last but not the least, we are now going to be adding text decorations and borders through the use of JavaScript. Learning target is that you can set and change the properties of your fonts, and then you understand the importance of fonts in web development. And also, for you to know or how to change the fonts and how to change the borders through JavaScript. Now, first muna tayo, bakit na ba natin kailangan ng font sa web development? Why do we still need to know about this? Bakit natin kailangan ng bigyan ng pansin ng iba't ibang mga fonts and the size of our letters in our web development or making our website? Very simple. It is to create impact. Okay, it is to create an impact and overall feel of the website. In other words, this is going to be your first impression pagdating sa inyong web page. Your first impression. Have you noticed that every single time that I create a demo project or practice project, palaging malaki ang owner nyo yung kikita. Palaging may header na kayo nakikita. As you can see right here. This is an example of text or font used for impact. Unang tingin nyo pa lang sa webpage ko, or kahit gaano siya ka-simple, unang tingin nyo pa lang, alam nyo na kung para saan na ba itong webpage na to at may impact na siya agad. As you can see right here, let me introduce myself. Okay, introduction. Itong website na to is ginagamit for introducing yourself to the user. Another example, let me introduce myself in another format. Ganito siya. I am introducing myself to you. Okay, I am introducing myself to you. Those are examples of text used in web development. And another example right here, Cider. Napapansin nyo, pag pinuntahan nyo itong website na to, unang tingin nyo pa lang, alam nyo na itong website na to is for advertisement. Itong para sa drink nila. Not only napaka-eye-catching ng font style na ginamit nila for the word cider, malaki din yung text. As you can see right here, it nearly filled up a majority of the upper portion ng website nila. Instantly, alam nyo na agad. Para saan nga ba itong website na to? It's an advertising website for their drink. Nakita nyo kung gaano ka-important yung impact ng font. Another example, Amazy. Kanilang paggawa, we make fresh websites. We make fresh Drupal websites. You can see, diba? Ano ang impact ng font? You already know that their company is called Amazy and they make fresh websites. Of course, not all the time kailangan maging malaki, not all the time na kailangan niya maging complicated katulad na nakikita nyo right now, but the point that I'm making is fonts creates a first impression. Ito ang ginagamit para alam na agad kung para saan na pa itong website ninyo. Now, we are going to be reviewing some font properties. Ito yung ginagamit sa style. Ito yung nilalagay sa style portion ng inyong HTML documents. Mabilis lang tayo dahil hindi naman ito yung major lesson natin. Ito lang isasama ko lang para meron kayong additional na design na pwede nyong ilagay sa website ninyo. Okay, additional design na pwede nyo ilagay sa websites ninyo. These examples are font family. This sets what your font looks like. Okay, this sets your font, what your font looks like. Ito yung mga examples. The examples of font families are the Trebuchet MS, Comic Sans, Arial, Times New Roman. Ang tawag nyo dito sa mga ganon is font family. Now, hindi ko na siya ita-try out. Hindi ko na siya i-showcase kasi more of a reminders lang to. Pero kapag kayo ay gusto maglagay ng font family tapos may spaces siya, example, Times New Roman, Comic Sans, you have 3 words, 2 words, lalagyan siya ng quotations. You will add double quotes. Pero kapag single word lang siya, Arial, Calibri, Verdana, Helvetica, kahit yun na lang. Single word na lang. Sir, bakit na ba more than 3 nilagay dito sa font family? May Trebuchet na, may Helvetica pa, may sans serif pa. This is used just in case. Okay, just in case. Ang kinukuha kasi ng font family kung ano lang yung naka-install sa machine ninyo, kung ano lang naka-install sa computer ninyo. Kapag hindi naka-install yung Trebuchet MS, hindi siya naka-install, ang hahanapin ng website ninyo is Helvetica. Oh, hindi pa rin nahanap yung Helvetica? Wala pa rin to? Eh di sans serif. Yun na yung default. Una, hanapin yung Trebuchet. Oh, I cannot find the Trebuchet. Hindi siya naka-install. Hahanapin ko Helvetica. Oh, hindi din naka-install ang Helvetica. For some reason, na-deleted yung default na ano. Sige, sans serif na lang. It will move from this part to the next. Pag wala pa rin, to the next. Hanggang sa maubos niya kung gaano karami man yung fonts na nilagay mo dito. Until you find the one. So, first choice, second choice, last choice. Of course, katulad ng example ko dito, pwede nyo na ilagay straight up serif or sans serif. Kapag wala kayong idea or wala kayong gusto na specific na font family, you can always add serif or sans serif sa font family ninyo. Ano yung difference? Sans serif does not have the lines. As you can see right here. Serif has these extra strokes sa end ng bawat letter stroke. Kikita nyo tayo, extra lines. Sans serif, wala siya. Now, ano yung pinakaiba ng dalawa? Sans serif, dito papasok yung Times New Roman, Courier, New Century Schoolbook. It is easier to read kapag siya ay printed work. Okay. Mas madali siyang basahin kapag siya ay nakaprint ng physical copies. It is much easier to read. You can see this most of the time sa mga old type books. Makikita mo siya majority doon sa mga headers, sa mga titles ng mga magazines or ng mga tulad na sinabi ko, no? Mga books. Doon yung mas madalas nakikita ang sans serif. Ang sans serif naman, from the word sans, it means without. Ito yung wala yung lines. Arial, Verdana, even my example right here, Lato. Wala siya nung extra na line. Why are we using this one then? It is far easier to read digitally. Okay. Kapag babasahin mo siya sa computers or sa any electronic na mga bagay, mas maganda na pag ikaw ay magsa-sans serif. It's far easier to read and it's much cleaner. Okay, much cleaner. An example, pwede ko siyang gawin Times New Roman. As you can see right here, medyo masikip siya, medyo mataba, medyo mahirap basahin kapag naka-digital. Which is why we are going always, kapag kayo ay magko-computer, kapag kayo ay gagawa ng presentation, always go for sans serif. Mas malinis siya tingnan at mas maayos kapag kayo ay magpa-presentation ng computer ang gamit ninyo. Oh, just a second. There we go. Next, of course, font size. This tells the font how big you are. Pwede siya maging percentage or by pixels. Obviously naman, it determines how big your font is. Font style naman, if you want to be italic or oblique. Normal, italic, or oblique. Font variant, it allows your text to be displayed in small caps or normal. Font weight, dito naman papasok yung bold. Okay, example ng font variant. Normal text, uppercase, lowercase. Kikita ninyo. Kapag sinet mo siya ng font variant, tapos ginawa mo siya small caps, it means naka-capital silang lahat. Okay, everyone is capital. Pero yung mga lowercase na letters is just the smaller version ng capital letter nila. As you can see right here, pinaliit lang yung mga capital letters. Squeeze lang into this. Simple. Font weight, obviously, ito kung gaano kakapal yung font ninyo. It determines how thick your font becomes. And last but not the least, text decoration. Dito papasok kung underline na siya, overline, or line through. Next, borders. Mabilis na tayo. Okay, it allows you to define what the border of your HTML document is. Okay, allows you to have borders. And dito yung border width, kung gaano siya kakapal. Okay, gaano siya kakapal. Pwede siya maging thin, pwede siya maging medium, pwede siya maging thick, or in pixel form. Okay, or in pixel form, as you can see right here. Border color, obviously, the color of your border. Pwede siya maging specific, pwede mo i-set siya kung anong style, kung anong area, yung pwede mo lagyan ng color. Pwede mo siya maging border left, border top, border then lagyan mo color. You can set the colors. Border sides. Ito yung side ng border. Basically, nakalagay dito border top, ano yung style niya, border top, ano yung color niya. You can use this to specify what kind of border you want to modify. And last but not the least, border styles. Dito papasok kung anong klaseng border nga ba ang gusto mo i-display. Anong design niya at ano ang itsura niya. At ito ang iba't ibang mga border styles na pwede mong pagpilian. You have dotted, you have dash, you have solid, double, group, ridge, and many more. Now, nandito na yung examples of every single one of them. Okay, nandito na yung examples of every single one of them. There you go. And last but not the least, we can now get started with the lesson for today. Now, huwag kayo daunted, okay? Mukha sa itsura pa lang ng ating sa itsura pa lang nito, mukha siyang marami. As you can see right here, pag nagsa-scroll down ako, mukha siyang daunting. Mukha siyang marami. But no need to worry. Kapag nasimulan na natin siya, mabilis lang siya, madali lang siyang gawin. Very easy. All right. Now, as per usual, lagi tayo mag-start ng HTML. So, the head. Close the head. Body. And then close the body. There we go. Save natin siya as quiz2.html. Yan. Oh. quiz3.html. All right. Now that we have set this thing up, hiwalay-hiwalay natin siya. Papasok na natin dito, obviously, the title. And the style. Here we go. And of course, ngayon dahil tayo ay nagpo-focus na sa JavaScript ngayon, nalagay na din natin sa ilalim, scripts. Okay, the script. Yan. And we can now get started. Okay, we can now get started. Quiz about myself. All right. I'm going to now send you the JavaScript or the CSS code pala. The sample CSS that I have used. Kapag once again, kapag meron kayong classmates na medyo na late, send mo na lang sa kanila, ito. Ito na yung Java CSS code na ginamit ko sa example document ko. There we go. Okay, natuto na ako from last time. Kasi last time ang dami natin kailangan i-adjust doon sa ating ang dami natin kailangan i-adjust doon sa ating styles. This time around, mas pinadali ko na siya. Mas tinitrimline ko na siya, mas malinis na siyang tingnan. Konti na lang i-adjust natin para siya ay umayos. Copy and paste. And then, there you go. Yeah. And then, save. Alright. Now that we have set the style, nalagay na natin yung styles natin.
Sir, wait lang po. Iko-copy ko lang po.
Okay. Now that we have set the styles, save na muna natin. Now, iba-iba tayo ng colors ha. You can set the color whichever way you want. Simply search up CSS colors. Pwede nyo baguhin yung colors ninyo. Right now, ito kasi yung ginamit ko doon sa example. Azure, Aquamarine, and Cadet Blue. Alright. Ready na? Okay. Nasend ko na sa chat box ninyo, just in case. Pwede na lang i-copy and paste doon. Alright. Now, sir, paano nyo na-achieve yung design na ganito? As you can see right here, paano ko na-achieve yung something na ganito? Now, have you ever seen a Russian doll? Yung pag binubuksan, meron laman sa loob na mas maliit na version ng doll na yun, the Russian dolls? Parang ganun ang gagawin natin. Okay, parang ganun ang gagawin natin. As you can see right here, etong entire likod na to, this is the body. Okay, this is the body. Pero bakit, sir, meron pa dito sa gitna? Meron pa dito laman sa loob. And then doon sa loob ng to, meron pa siyang laman pa na isa pang mga divisions dito sa loob. It's very simple. This is the use of the method or the division that I've been talking about. Para sa Russian doll, may division sa loob ng isang division, division pa sa loob ng isang division. From one big doll, paliit siya ng paliit. Paliit siya ng paliit. So, hopefully makapalo kayo na yun right now kasi medyo complicated kasi siya. So, as always, mas maganda kapag naka-center siya. So, lalagyan natin siya ng center tags. Tapos dito natin ilalagay sa gitna. Okay, yan. Alright. Para hindi kayo malito, make sure na nasa gitna yung gagawin ninyo. Make sure na nasa gitna. And kapag gagawa kayo ng div, ito lang ang gagawin ko right now, huwag nyo muna lagyan ng ID, i-close yun na siya agad. Okay, i-close yun na siya agad. That way, hindi kayo nalilito. Hindi kayo malilito. We are going to be setting this ID. And dito tayo magkakaparehas, okay? Dito tayo magpapare-parehas. We're going to be adding here quiz body. Ayan. Quiz body. This is the main area kung saan natin i-build yung quiz. Okay, sa loob siya mismo ng body. So, quiz body. We're going to add H1 right here. Ano naman sabi natin na ito yung gagawin natin ngayon. This is the quiz. So, let's see how well you know me. Yan. Alright. Tab. Move natin ng konti. Russian dolls. Ang gagawin natin na yon. Diba ang sinasabi ko, the division is used to separate the different parts of an HTML document. We are going to add more divisions. Okay, we are going to be adding more divisions. This time, sa loob naman ng division na to, we are going to add divisions inside the quiz body. Okay, inside the quiz body. We are going to be adding div right here. Now, katulad ng sinabi ko, kapag nakapaglagay na kayo ng div, close yun na siya agad. Okay, close yun na siya agad para hindi kayo malito. Ito yung nakikita na division for the quiz body. Ito yung nasa loob. The ID for this one is going to be div question 1. Okay, question number 1. There we go. And para hindi na tayo malito doon sa ating hindi na tayo malito doon sa ating CSS, you're going to be adding the class question. Okay, question. Para malaman na itong part na to is a question that we are going to be answering. Alright. First up, label muna natin. Lagyan muna natin siya ng label. Dito natin ilalagay yung question natin. ID equals to question 1. Label question 1. Number 1. What is my full name? Alright. Sasagutan na natin to. What is my full name? From my example, it's a multiple choice question. Multiple choice question. Paano natin gagawin siya ng multiple choice? We are going to be using input tags again. Kaya na natin siya inuna, input tags. And we are going to be using the radio tag. Ano yung radio? The radio input type only allows you to select one option. Okay, isa lang ang pwede niyang piliin. Only just the one. Pero saan natin ilalagay yun dito? Eto na. Baka malito na kayo. Again, isa na namang division. This time sa loob ulit ng ating division. So, division, sa loob may isang division. Sa loob ng division dito, meron na naman isa pang division. Okay, so tatlo na. Isa sa labas, meron isa sa loob, at sa loob ng ito, meron pang isa pa sa loob. Kaya sinabi ko, kapag gagawa kayo ng div tag, i-close yun na siya agad para hindi kayo malito. Okay. Div question 1 options. Okay. Ayan. Options. Dito na natin nilalagay kung yung ano ang pagpipilian nila. And of course, we're going to be adding a class. This time, options ang ilalagay natin. Ayan. Class options. Alright. Dito na papasok yung input tags. So we're going to be adding input. Then the type. The type is going to be the radio tag. Okay, radio. Yan. Of course, the ID. Always important, the ID. Radio. Okay, radio. Q1. Para mas madali siya mandandaan. Option 1. Ayan. Radio Q1, option 1. And then we are going to be adding the name. Q1. Sir, bakit kailangan pa natin ng ID? Eh kung may name naman na. Why do we need the ID and the name? Ang name kasi, ito yung titingnan ng radio kung anong option ang pwede niyang iselect. Remember, yung option na radio type, the radio type only allows you to choose just the one. Isa lang nga pwede niyong pagpilian. Diba? Yun yung radio. Kapag multiple yan, checkbox yun. The name allows you to separate. The name allows you to check or to say do sa radio na ito lang ang pwede mong pagpilian sa grupo na ito. Ito lang yung grupo na pwede mong pagpilian for your option. Kapag binago ko to, okay, ang gagalawin ko itong example ko. If I change this, let's ginawa ko siyang Q2. Okay, ito yung part na to. What is my section? Ginawa ko siyang Q2. Dahil nag-iba na siya, ang mangyayari is dahil Q2 to, pag sinelect ko to, diba dapat pag nag-select ako na iba, hindi dapat maglilipat tong natin, to selection natin. Pero dahil iba na to, Q2 na siya, nakikita nyo, I can now select more than one option. It means it's not the same. Ito, pares pa rin, kasi ito hindi ko binago. Pares pa rin sila Q1. As you can see right here. Dahil since pares silang Q1, I can only select one of them. And dahil iba to, Q2 siya, It's now part of another group. Okay, it's now part of another group. Kasama na siya dito sa grupo sa ilalim. As you can see right here, dahil Q2 to, I can only select between one out of 4 of them. 1 out of 4 of them. Kasama na yung perseverance. That is why we need to always say the name. Importante na pare-pare sila na name para doon lang ang pwede pagpilian ng mga users ninyo. Of course, label. Saan natin ilalagay yung sagot? Kapag wala to, radio button lang siya. Okay. Label. Ayan. ID. Label Q1. Option 1. Alright. Label Q1, option 1. Nalagay natin dito kung ano yung gusto mong ibigay na i-choice. Okay, ilalagay natin dito kung anong choice yung gusto mo na ilagay. So, nalagay ko dito, Edward. Kenneth Kaayaw. Yan. Okay, save. And then check. Okay, ang pangit. Isa pa lang yung choice. Isa lang siya. Kailangan natin siya dagdagan. Okay, we need to add a little bit more to this. So, ang gagawin natin, diba, kaya ko sinabi na simple lang siya, copy and paste na lang. Yan. Okay. Dahil nag-copy paste tayo, babaguhin natin siya ng konti. Q1, question 1, option 2 naman. Okay. Option 2 naman siya. Yan. Option 2. Then simply change kung anong option naman ilalagay natin dito. So, lagay natin dito, Ed Kenneth. Ulitin ko. Copy lang. Paste. Baguhin yung option. Baguhin yung option. This time, it's option 3. Dahil ito na yung pangatlo. 1, 2, 3. Yan. And there we go. Nasabit yung... Okay, yeah. And there we go. Now, kapag sinave natin siya, ayan. Meron na tayong tatlong pagpipilian. And since pare-pareho silang Q1, I can only select only one of them. Okay, I can only select one of them. There we go. Simple as that. You know what? Increase ko na ito. Medyo masikip. Testing ko lang 15. This trial and error. Silipin ko lang kung ngayon na. Okay. Sige. Ayan. Para mas maluwag siyang tingnan. Alright. Now that we have added this, paano na natin siya lalagyan ng answers? Paano na natin siya lalagyan ng answers? Very simple. We're now going to drop down here and we're now going to be creating that function. So, lalagyan natin dito, show answers. The show answers function. Go. Once again, gagamitin natin is document.getElement by ID. Alright, ulitin ko. Dapat tama ang capitalization. Capital E, capital B, capital I. Wala nang iba. E, V, and I. So, sir, paano natin babaguhin yon? Ito na kasi style na kasi to. Style ang babaguhin natin. Para mabago natin na style, kailangan natin maglagay ng dot style and then kung anong property ang gusto nating baguhin. Kung anong property ang gusto natin baguhin. In this case, gusto ko siya malagyan ng border. Oh, whoops. Gusto ko siya lagyan ng border. Kapag kinindot ko yung show answer, dapat may border na lalabas. May border na lalabas. Ang gagawin ko is dot style then dot border. Now, dito na natin ilalagay kung anong style ang gusto natin ibaguhin. Now, may set na rules na pina-follow ang JavaScript. Ang titingnan niya, una muna is the thickness. Gaano kakapal yung border mo. Next, kung ano yung style, and then kung ano yung color. Ulitin ko, thickness muna, then the style, and then the color. So I'm going to place here, gusto ko ay 5 pixel, double, and the color is going to be red. All right. Now, kapag kayo nakikurious, bibigyan ko kayo a few seconds. Ito yung pwede mong pagpilian. Okay, ito yung pwede nyo pagpilian. The ridge, the group, the double, you can go for solid, dash, dotted, and the like. You can choose whichever. Okay, you can choose whichever dito. 5 seconds. Okay, 5 seconds are up. Dapat naka-choose na kayo. Okay, dito nyo siya ilalagay sa gitna. Okay. Una, space, or the thickness, space, the style, space, the color. And then, semicolon. Save. Sure, ano naman ilalagay natin dito sa element natin? Wala pa po siya nakalagay dito. Now, dito na papasok kung ano yung tamang sagot. Okay, dito na papasok kung ano yung tamang sagot. Now, you are now going to choose one from the options. Okay, pipili na kayo na isa sa mga options dito na lalagyan natin ng label at gagawin natin siyang correct answer. Okay, ano nga dito ang correct answer? Which option here is the correct answer? Is it option 1? Option 2? Or option 3? What's my full name again? Anyone? Okay. Dalawa lang sumagot. Either hindi alam or hindi nakikinig. Okay. The correct answer is option 2. Okay, option 2. My name is Ed Kenneth Kaayaw. So, ang gagawin natin tuloy ngayon, i-copy natin yung label. We're going to copy this label. And ito ang ilalagay natin dito. Yan. Alright. We need to find a way to invoke this. Kailangan natin siya mapagana. Dito sa loob ng quiz body. Okay, sa quiz body natin lalagay siya. Dito lang. Bandang itaas lang ng last na div. Dito tayo maglalagay ng isa pang div. Okay, open the div, close the div. Yan. Ulitin ko. Just above the last one. Okay, just above the last one. Dito natin ilalagay itong div na ito, which is going to be the show button. Div button. Yan. Lagyan na natin dito yung button. ID, answer button. Ay, oops. Answer button. On click. Show answers. Yan. And simply close the button. Click here to reveal the answers. Or, sorry, the correct answers. And, all right, 5 seconds, copy. All right. Now, pag sinave na natin siya at ito-testing na natin, lilitaw na dapat yung button na yan. There we go. Medyo dikit-dikit. Kaya lagyan na lang natin siya ng break text dito. Konting break text. Para lumuwag lang siya ng konti. Adjust. Speaking of which, dagdagan na natin ito. Lagyan natin din natin ng break text dito. Para mag-move lang daw siya sa gitna. Okay. Hindi ko ba na-save? Na-save ko naman. Isa pang ang break text. Yan. Double break text. Yan. Para mas nasa gitna siya. Mas maayos siyang tingnan. Okay. Kapag pinindot ko yung button, ayun na. Lilitaw na dapat yung answer natin. Simple as that. Ulitin ko. Document.getElementID. Then, the label of the correct answer. Okay, the label of the correct answer. All right. Okay, sir. Paano natin dadagdagan to? It's only just one question. Isa lang tong question natin. Paano natin to dadagdagan? Okay, listen carefully. Ganito natin siya dadagdagan. It's just the matter of copy and pasting. Start from here. Okay, from here. Div ID question 1. I-highlight lang natin siya all the way down here. Okay, all the way down sa division niya. Okay? Ulitin ko. From here, all the way to the closing tag niya. All the way to the closing tag niya. Copy. Let's move it down. Break sa gitna ng button at ng question natin ng number 1. There you go. This is now question number 2. Papaguhin na lang siya. Instead of 1, gagawin nyo na siyang 2. Instead of 1, you're now going to change it as number 2. Okay, Q1 to. Gawin nyo na siyang number 2. Kasi ito na yung second na question. Second question. How many classes do I teach? How many classes do I teach? Option 1. Is it 1? 1 class. Option 2. 2 classes. Option 3. 3 classes. All right. Save. And then check. Okay, ayan na. Pero pag pinindot natin to, isa lang ang lumilito pa rin. Isa pa rin. Tandaan ninyo, ginawa natin example last time. Pwede tayo mag-stack ng multiple functions into one. Okay, into one. So, ang gagawin lang natin, makopy lang natin to. We're going to copy this. And paste lang natin siya sa ilalim. There we go. This time, ito yung sagot ng question number 2. So dito tayo pipili kung ano yung tamang answer natin. And the correct answer is going to be 3. 3 classes. So ito yung kakopy natin. Label Q2, well, option 3. Label Q2, option 3. And we're just going to place it down here. Place. Ayan. Label Q2, option 3. Ngayon, dalawa na siya, gagana pa rin siya as one button press. So, pag sinalag natin, kuyari sinend ko to sa hindi ko kilala or di kaya sinend ko to sa bago ko acquaintance or friends ko. Sige, ano ba yung classes na tinuturo ni Sir Ed? Di, ganito. Kapag pinindot ko na to, oh, ayan pala yung tamang answers. Okay, you only get 1 out of 2 correct. Simple as that. Na-follow ba ako? Anyone? All good? Okay, para doon sa hindi all good at na medyo naligaw, huwag kayong mag-alala, no need to worry. I have already included here, nalagay ko na dito, kung ano yung code na ginamit ko. There we go. Yes?
Hindi pa po isisend niyo po yung PowerPoint sa Google Classroom.
Yes, isasend ko yung PowerPoint sa Google Classroom.
Thank you po, sir.
And sa kasama sa Google Classroom, or sa isinama ko na yung sample code na ginamit ko. Okay, this is the example code. Now, nakikita nyo right now, isang question lang to isang question lang. Kapag gagawa kayo ng multiple questions, ulitin ko, copy and paste nyo na lang. Okay, ang babaguhin nyo lang naman is the numbers. So, kung question 1 siya, okay, question 1. Kapag question 2 na siya, babaguhin mo na siya, gagawin mo na lahat, Q2, or question number 2. Kapag question number 3, easy lang. Copy nyo lang ulit siya. Ulitin ko from here all the way to its closing tag. And enter mo lang 2 beses. Yan. And ang babaguhin nyo naman, question number 3. Yes?
Sir, question po. Minimum na po yung question number 2 or pwede po marami po?
Kaya minimum yung question number 2. Pero pwede marami. Maximum of 5, of course. Kasi masyado na mahaba ang code natin kapag gano'n. So, ang gagawin naman natin dito, kung question number 3 naman, is, okay, ano pa pwede natin ilalagay dito? How long have I been teaching? A teacher. Okay. Okay, option 1, 1 year. Option 2, 2 years. Option 3, just started. Okay. And then, once again, pag gusto nyo dagdagan siya, copy and paste lang siya. And then, ilagay nyo yung tamang sagot. And I've been teaching for almost 2 years. Ito yung magiging trick ko na yung dadating na 2022. Yan. So, pag sinave natin, check natin. Okay. There you go. Simple as that. Okay. In-include ko na dito, kasama na dito ang inyong sample CSS, the code that I have used. Once again, ulitin ko, kapag may maglalagay ng code, kung ano yung nakatype in dito, ganyan na ganyan siya, okay? Ganyan na ganyan siya. Kapag walang space, walang space. Kapag capital, capital. Kapag lowercase, lowercase. Walang mag-iiba. And of course, the sample code. The sample code that I have used. Okay, Do you have any questions? Any questions?
Wala po, sir.
Okay, no questions. All right. I'm now going to stop my share and we still have 3 more minutes or 4 more minutes. So stop na ako sa presentation ko. I'm now going to ask you if you still have any problems, any troubleshooting. If not, pakilagay na sa chat, all good please, para malaman ko na okay kayo. All good in the chat para malaman ko kung wala na kayong problems. Oh, yes?
Sir, pinapasabi lang po ni Charles na hindi daw po siya makapasok kasi daw may internet problem daw po.
Nino?
Si Charles Barasa po.
Okay, sige, Charles.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, sige. Noted. All good na? All good. Okay. Once again, ulitin ko, kapag may na-encounter kayo na problem na kailangan ng troubleshoot or kailangan nyo ng help sa akin, I'm here at my messenger. Palagi ako nakabantay. Hindi ko man kayo masagot agad. Dahil kasi I'm not really fond ng messenger. Hindi kasi ako masyadong mahilig mag-text. I will try to answer the best and as fast as I can. And also, please expect, I will be sending the PowerPoint presentation within the next hour. Pwede niyong gamitin yung sample code ko doon to try out and to test it out. And also to check if your file is correct. So, baka nagka-encounter ka ng problem, hindi nyo alam kung saan nangyari, you can use my code as a reference. Okay, last call ko na. Do you have any further questions before we end our session for today? Yes?
Sorry po sa napitin ko lang po.
Ayun, napindot lang. Okay, sige. Okay, if there's no more questions, thank you very much for joining this synchronous class, and I hope to see you next time. Please prepare